Good morning, students. So, our next topic is center of gravity. So, center of gravity is the force of attraction between any two bodies of this universe is called gravitation. And according to Newton's law of gravitation, this force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the two bodies and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So these are the two bodies. So the mass of one body is m1 and second body its mass is m2, and r is the distance between the center of the two bodies. Then according to Newton's law of gravitation, so the force of attraction F, it is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the two bodies m1 m2, and square of the, and this force of attraction is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So it means this force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the two bodies. So combining these two equations, we get F is equal to m1 m2 upon r square. So F is equal to g into m1 m2 upon r square. So g is constant of proportionality and known as universal gravitational constant. So the value of g does not depend upon the nature and size of the two bodies, and the g does not also depends upon the nature of the medium between the two bodies, and the value of the g is, so the value of g is 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per square kg. So in the SI system, gravity is a special case of gravitation in which one of the bodies earth and the second body is either placed on the earth or near the earth. So it means the force of attraction between earth and any other body is called the force of gravity or simply gravity. So the force with which a body is attracted toward the center of earth is called weight. So it means weight of a body and force of gravity are similar things. So next is center of gravity. So now consider a body. So this body is consists of a finite number of particles, very large number of particles. Suppose, so this is first particle, its mass is m1, and second particle, it consists of very large number of particles. The body consists of a finite number of particles having mass m1 m2 m3 and so on. So the weight of the particle g is the acceleration due to gravity. So the weight of each particle is m1 g. So the weight of the particle is m1 g. So the weight of the particle is acting vertically downwards. So all these forces are parallel to each other and acting vertically downwards. So then the resultant force is m1 g plus m2g plus m3g and so on. So this is equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 and so on, g acceleration due to gravity constant. So m1 plus m2 plus m3 means the mass of the whole body m, capital M, into g. So this is equal to w, weight of the body. M is the mass of the body, g the acceleration due to gravity, and w is the weight of the body. So it means what is center of gravity? So center of gravity of a body is defined as the point through which whole weight of the body is assumed to be acting. It is denoted by Cg. It is denoted by Cg. So the point it is denoted by G point through which the whole weight of the body is assumed to be acting. It is denoted by G or CG. So importance of the center of gravity. So the importance of center of gravity. The center of gravity is of great importance. To know the position of the center of gravity in a number of engineering applications. So for example, in the design of dams, the stability of the dam can be checked only if we know the position of center of gravity. So some important points regarding center of gravity. Some points regarding center of gravity. CG means center of gravity. So one is everybody has one and only one center of gravity. So and two, the center of gravity of a body is independent of the position of the body. It means the center of gravity of a body does not change if the position of the body is changed. Third, the center of gravity of a body depends upon the shape of the body. And fourth, the center of gravity of a body is an imaginary point which may or may not lie inside the body. So next is center of mass. So it is the point where the total mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated. The center of gravity and center of mass are different only when the gravitational field is not uniform. So for most of the practical purpose, center of gravity and center of mass are taken as the same things. So next is centroid. So the centroid means the same for plane figures which have area but no weight as the center of gravity for the bodies having weight. So it means centroid is the point through which whole area of the plane figure is assumed to be acting. So centroid, it is also known as center of area. So it is a common practice to use center of gravity for centroid and vice versa. So then difference between center of gravity center of gravity and centroid. So first is the term center of gravity is used for bodies which have mass and weight, and centroid is used for plane figures having area only. So two, center of gravity is a point through which the whole weight of the body is assumed to be acting, whereas centroid is the point through which the whole area of the plane figure is assumed to be acting. So next is centroidal axis. Centroidal axis. So this is any body so the axis passing through the centroid of a plane figure are known as centroidal axis. They are mutually perpendicular to each other. So in the figure, OX, OY and OZ are centroidal axis. So next is axis of reference. So next is axis of reference. So the CG of plane figure is always determined with reference to some assumed axis known as axis of reference. So the axis of reference of plane figure is generally taken as the lowest line of the figure for determining y bar and left line of the figure for determining x bar. So by choosing these two axes of reference, the plane figure lies in the first quadrant. So in the figure, OA and OB are reference axes. So these are the reference axis. So OB is also reference axis. So next is axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry is that axis which divides the figure into two halves which are identical in shape and size. So the two parts of the plane figure made by axis of symmetry are mirror image of each other. The CG of plane figure lies on the axis of symmetry. So if there are more than one axis of symmetry, then the CG of the figure lies at the point of intersection of the axis of symmetry. So in the figure, in the T section, so the T section is symmetrical about y axis, but it is not symmetrical about x axis as shown in the figure. So this is x axis. So one part, so it has different shape, and the lower part it has different shape. So suppose y axis, it is imaginary cutting plane. So the two parts of the T section cut by this y axis, they are identical in shape and size. So it means the section is symmetrical about y axis. Thank you.